Anime is renowned for epic one-on-one duels, and the Gundam universes are no exception. Gundam Exia Dark Matter vs. Star Build Strike is definitely up there, and a complete testament to how Build Fighters Try, Build Divers, and Build Divers Re-Rising will never touch the 3 times the passion Sunrise put into Gundam Build Fighters. It is the perfect shonen showdown with a Gundam veneer. It's a fight between underdogs versus a living legend. A living legend they love and respect, who just so happens to be under mind control by the bad guys, and they have to battle against him against their will. It's an absolute classic setup. It's a battle they can't win, but they have to win. This all-out brawl spans an entire episode, and for the first 3/4 of that episode, they get curb stomped repeatedly. And in order to finally emerge victorious, they tap into the #1 most powerful anime trope in existence. No, it's not grit and determination. It's not a hidden technique or hidden power level. Nope, it's not even the power of friendship. They've exhausted all 3 of those already. No, it's even more powerful than all of that combined. They tap into the power of the original opening theme. So yeah, right now, today, I'm absolutely on the ropes. I am 2 weeks behind schedule, the backlog is piling up, and the main reason is I am getting sleep deprived by the worst neighbors ever, and an absolute cunt of a landlord. To make matters even worse, I have a sponsored video I need up today. So I need to get into bed by 10 PM to get any kind of human sleep, so I need to get this kit built, reviewed, edited, and uploaded before then. I've got less than 8 hours. Honestly, I need any help I can get right now. So, the power of the original opening theme? Honestly, this is a power I need right now. Let's get this reviewed. Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another review, and today I'm taking a look at the high-grade Gundam Exia Dark Matter PPSC Works custom-made mobile suit from Gundam Build Fighters. Basically, this right here is the Gundam Exia Amazing that we would have seen a little while ago on here. You can check out the review if you haven't seen it yet. Well, yeah, it's basically that with the Dark Exia meter turned to 11. On the first side of the box, we can see absolutely everything that comes in here. So we've got a choice of different faces, a whole host of weaponry, the Dark Matter booster, 2 of the coolest weapons I have ever seen, which is the Freezing Brinnicle Blade and the Burning Hot Prominence Blade. And we've got a whole bunch of extra hands. Flipping around to the other side of the box, so we can see a front and rear of what this kit will look like complete. And as for what this kit looks like complete, here it is right here. Looking just like it did in episode 24 of Gundam Build Fighters, where Reiji and Sei went up against Meijin Kawaguchi III, and all I can say is it takes some balls to go up against the Exia Dark Matter. And speaking of balls, this video was brought to you by Manscaped.com, the global brand for men's grooming and hygiene products. Never underestimate the importance of proper ball maintenance. And you can maintain your balls in style with the new Lawnmower 4.0 waterproof electric trimmer. And now you can get the ultimate Manscaped experience when you purchase their new Performance Package 4.0 bundle. You're also going to get the Manscaped Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and the Crop Reviver Ball Toning Spray for all day fresh and great smelling perfect hairless balls. For a limited time, when you get the Performance Package 4.0, you get 2 free gifts: the Travel Shed Travel Bag and the Manscaped Anti-Chafing Cooling Boxer Briefs. The ultimate hanger for those impeccably maintained, perfect, hairless balls. The Manscaped Boxer Briefs are extremely comfortable and have optimal temperature control with their crop cooling technology. The fabric in these bad boys is a super soft Contour Flex material, which is a microfiber blend that promotes breathability and repels moisture. They've got sizes all the way up to a XXL, so you can shop confidently knowing that they have a 30-day return policy if you want a different size. When you purchase these limited edition boxer briefs as part of the new Performance Package 4.0, online at manscaped.com, you can opt for the Peak Hygiene Plan and get a new boxer supply drop in every cycle delivered straight to you, hassle-free. So get 20% off, free international shipping, and 2 free gifts with the promo code Mecha at manscaped.com. Your balls will thank you. So jumping right into the aesthetics, and here is this kit out of the box, built to a level that would make Meijin Kawaguchi III puke. So that does mean I just pulled out the God Hand and just went single cuts for this. Now, I haven't done that in a while, so I apologize. That does make all of the nubs a whole lot worse looking than they would be normally. If you double cut it, like you should, those nubs wouldn't be as prominent. But if you do hate nubs, I found Gun Primer's Racer extremely ridiculous. This will make nubs look like they never existed at all. However, there is a little bit of controversy out there about the price, so I'm not going to say too much about this. I'm going to make a video about these tools at some time in the future, but as for right now, it is phenomenal, but is it worth it? Don't know. Feels like it is. But I digress. Back to the aesthetics on the Exia Dark Matter. There is no denying just how cool this is. This may be one of the most badass looking mobile suits of all time. Now, there is a little bit of a issue, of course, when it comes to this kit. It is a build fighter's kit. Sometimes they can be quite dodgy. They did a thing back then, a lot, kind of like with build divers, and that is they based this kit on a high grade that already existed, which was quite old, which was the high grade Exia. Then kind of just tuned some of the colors to make it the way that it is right here, and that does lead to a lot of color inaccuracy issues. That does mean this kit right here comes with a whole host of stickers. I used some of them, anti-reflective ones inside of the GN condensers, the ones on the head, and the ones in the chest. I did not have time to get to using the rest of them, or painting some of the issues that the stickers don't deal with. The biggest one that stands out to me is the lack of gray underneath the shoulders, but on the whole, it is not the worst. It definitely looks like a classic high grade. It's got seams that are very noticeable, like the ones you're seeing right here in the front of the thighs. But besides that, visually, it is not the worst, but it definitely is not the best. Moving on to the accessories. So now jumping into the accessories, and here's the Exia Dark Matter with absolutely everything that it comes with, and this is one hell of a loadout without a doubt. Exia has some of my all-time favorite weaponry, and the Dark Matter brought it to a whole nother level. So as for the optional parts we have in here, we do have an optional face, just in case you don't like that pointy, edgy Dark Matter vibe. You can actually have a more Exia style face instead. As for the manipulators we've got in here, we've got a standard set of holding hands, some hyper extended holding hands for holding the swords, and one left hand widespread hand. So now moving on to the offensive weaponry, and first off in here we've got the awesome first sword from the twin swords we have in here. This is the Brinicle Blade. A blade with freezing power. This ability is due to the low energy plasma particles stored within the weapon. To attach this, it just slides into the extended hand just like so, and I will mention that the GN condenser on the side is not color accurate. Sticker included though. This second of the dual blades in here is the Prominence Blade. This is a heat blade that can be ignited to sharply enhance slashing and piercing power, just like the Star Build Strike discovered in episode 24. Once again, this is held in the extended hand like so, and once again the GN condenser on the side is not color accurate, sticker included. And this is so cool. We've got a fire blade and an ice blade. Ice for freezing, cooling, and then the fire blade for heating things up and blowing them to bits. Moving on to the long-range weapon that we have in here, and this is the Dark Matter Rifle. When this is being used as a long-range weapon, it fires from its GN Vulcan. Basically a weaker form of a GN beam weapon. When Exia Dark Matter gets in closer, this can emit a beam blade. We've got two blades in here, but you only need the one, and this can be then used as an arm-mounted beam saber. My favorite kind of beam saber. The next piece of equipment we have in here is the Dark Matter Booster. When it is detached, it has the appearance of a bird and can function independently to the Exia Dark Matter. When you want to attach it, you just fold down the head, slap it onto the Dark Matter's back just like so, giving it the appearance of having absolutely huge shoulders, but these are actually wings. Wings with some hidden extra weaponry, which is the pair of Dark Matter blades. In order to attach these, you just disconnect them from the backpack like so, fold out this handle, then attach them into the standard holding hands like this. So finally, there's the Exia Dark Matter fully loaded up, and it looks awesome. Once again, this is not a kit without its down points, as a lot of these weapons, especially the two swords, are not color accurate. We do not have the GN condensers, you need stickers, and these spiky segments just beside the handles should be in gray. So once again, this is a kit you may want to paint. So jumping now into the articulation, and I'm going to stick to the old rule of if something falls off, it's staying off, for the main reason that a lot has been falling off this so far. Here we go. Standard high-grade polycap neck, but because there's so much going on there, it doesn't really look around too much. But I was going to say we have some moving clavicles, but we don't. The shoulder on this has Exia's moving chest segment, but it's executed fairly poorly on the high grade. We do have full spin right here. There is the arm all the way up, all the way down. The shoulder moves independently. This is attached via a ball joint round back, which can detach quite easily, but it's not the worst. Full spin at the upper arm. 1 point elbow bend, so not great. Typical ball and socket wrist. A completely paralyzed torso does absolutely nothing. No ball joint here at all, just a peg. That is old school. Skirting armor here can flip up like so. You can detach them on the runners. Super classic ball joint hip in there. This can move around as a kind of weird ball in there. Very odd, kind of loose. When you pop it on, what we get in here is that kick all the way up to the front. Not too bad. Out to the back is limited because of the paralyzed butt flap. And as for the splits, ball joints just don't do splits. A little bit of a rotation at the upper leg, but if you try to rotate the whole thing, it just kind of detaches like so. There is that bend at the knee, so not so bad. We lost something. Yeah, those toes. Glue them. We've got a flappy flap up front. The ankle here is a combination of a hinge and a ball joint, and what that gets us on the ground. So yeah, on the whole, the articulation on the Exia Dark Matter is quite poor. So we also have the backpack right here, which has a ball joint to move around the wings, a hinge which raises them up and down like so, a flip out extra peg up here. These segments can open up like so. These are on ball joints, but they're extremely tight. And the head, like we saw before, can flip up to resemble a bird. Attaching it on is just like so, and definitely adds a lot of dynamicness to the Dark Matter. So anyway, that right there is it for the review, and there is no denying that this is 100% a bronze tier gunpla, and you could do a whole lot better, which is a letdown. I love the Dark Matter. The episode with the Dark Matter versus Star-Built Strike is absolute, over-the-top, classic shonen awesomeness, and it is a little bit of a letdown that the kit itself is not the greatest. It has a whole host of color accuracy issues. It is based on a very old kit, which is the high-grade Exia, which has a lot of classic high-grade aspects that have been phased out, well, over the last decade. That is the ball joint hips, just a peg for the torso with absolutely no articulation, and just some bits and pieces that like to fall off or just feel all round awkward. The articulation too is quite limited. It does, however, look kind of cool. That would be its redeeming factor, but I would say don't go out in a rush to get this kit unless you absolutely, in your heart and soul, need it. Anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to Manscaped for sponsoring this video, and as always, I will see you next time. As always, all my thanks to each and every one of you guys for making this channel possible, including those who support me over on the channel memberships and on Patreon, including Craig Jerry, Caleb Engelhart, Sean T. Van Fon, Global Frequency Studios, Lauren Seahack, Joseph Kukluk, Mr. Winter, and Forsetti. And now, it's editing time.